Morning, guys and gals. Froggy here. Recently I got these shoe stretchers, and I did another video on using them to stretch out some slippers that I use around the house, but I've got a problem with these cycle shoes or spin shoes. They come pretty much in European sizes, which means, if I can show you this, yeah, that's a 46 European, which is 11.2 in the US sizing, and I pretty much in 11.5 in almost all my shoes. So they're a little small, but the next size up was too big. So what I'm going to do is try to stretch them out, and I've got one bump on my foot here that I'm going to try to use these extra pieces on these shoe stretchers to make them a little bit bigger, both of them. But here's the real reason I'm doing this for you, is these are all synthetic shoes. I don't think there's a single bit of leather in them. So how do you stretch synthetic shoes? Leather shoes, you can wet them, or you can wet them either with a leather preservative or leather softener, or even just plain old water. You can wet them and then they'll stretch and they'll more or less stay stretched. Synthetic shoes, not so much. You can wet them and it doesn't help you a lot. But what I thought up was using a heat gun, once I've got them stretched out, to heat the synthetic material, and that might relax it and stretch it and then retain that newly stretched, that new roomy area in the shoe. So I'm going to try that, and I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen anybody else use a heat gun with shoe stretchers, so I might be the first, I might not, but let's give it a shot. I do like these stretchers that have a part that presses backwards, so you can really shove them in all the way. There are some other stretchers that don't have this, and they just widen out like that, but I think this is a better design. So I've got them in. I'm going to stretch for length, and then this hook here widens it, and then I'm going to put the heat on. Okay, I stretched them out for length, and that's really just to make sure that this front piece stays where I want it. I don't really have a problem with the length, it's just the width. And then I cranked on these hooks, and that makes them widen up. You can see that big bump there, right? So now I'm going to put the heat to them. And we shall see what we shall see. All right. It's just a regular old heat gun. I'll go right to high. And I'm not going to bore you with this whole thing, but I'm going to heat them both up pretty good so that they're more than warm to the touch, so that they're hot to the touch. Okay? And then I'll get back on camera. So the way you can tell when you're getting it hot enough is you'll smell it, actually. And if you get it a little bit too hot, you might see some smoke. This heat gun has 2 ranges, and I actually popped the circuit breaker because I had a little bit too much plugged in. So I heated them, and then I gave it a couple more cranks on this one, the one that makes it wide. And now I'm going to let them sit and cool down. And we'll try them at the end. Okay, well, it doesn't take very long for these to cool off. And I'm going to try them on now. I can't walk around in these. They've got cleats for, spinning, cycling. But I'll be able to tell if it worked or not. Give me a sec. Well, I don't even have to try them on to see that adjustment that I made with that black piece is still there, so that worked. Now I'll try them on. Well, in a word, yes, it worked. These feel a lot better. They feel wider out here, and that place with a little bump on my foot, that stayed there, so success. Try that if you have any kind of running shoes or hiking shoes or anything that's not leather. Try heat. Get yourself a shoe stretcher. I'll put a link down in the comments, and do what I just did. Okay, give me a thumbs up or like. This helps you out. Subscribe to my channel. If you want more from Froggy, click on the bell if you want notification. Be safe, have fun. Froggy out. Bye-bye.